You know that feeling when you just cannot look at another website builder template? It's meh. I'm done with this. The drag, drop, tweak, preview, tweak again grind. So today I'm trying Wegic right away. It's as easy as ChatGPT. You chat, builds your site. The difference with ChatGPT, you still stitch code, wire payments, set up hosting, and fight CSS. Wegic's AI trio works like a full team. Designer, developer, manager. So a real site goes live in minutes. One click to publish and the AI form and AI payment are already working. Over 600,000 websites have already been generated with Wegic, so clearly they're onto something. In this video, we'll put Wegic to the test and see if it lives up to the hype as the world's first AI web team. I'll walk you through building a simple portfolio service website for, say, a freelance design business, complete with an interactive contact form and even a payment button for clients, and I'm going to do it live from scratch with a stopwatch running. Alright, enough talk, let's build. I've got Wegic's site open on my desktop, finger on the timer. 3, 2, 1, go. First, I hit build your site on Wegic's homepage and sign up. Boom, I'm in. The interface loads up and it actually looks a bit like a ChatGPT chat window. So I type in, I need a simple website for my freelance design business. It should have a homepage with a modern look, a portfolio gallery of my work, an about me section, a contact form, and a way for clients to pay for a consultation. Then I hit send. This one prompt is basically my website wish list. Being specific helps, just like giving GPS a clear destination. And by the way, that's it. I'm not picking a template or dragging any widgets here. I'm literally just describing my dream site in plain English, like I'm chatting with a colleague. Red small helper responds almost immediately. Got it. Let's start with the basics. What's the primary purpose of your website? Pick one or more options below. It's nice that it asks. Wegic wants to clarify the goal. I pick all of them. Helper says, perfect. Now, who are you mainly targeting with this website? Who's your dream client? I pick small business owners and hit send. It asks me to confirm the details. I also can check details and then click start. Wegic is now generating my site. I see a little loading indicator and some status text. Essentially, my AI team is brainstorming. This takes maybe 20 seconds of suspense and then boom, my website appears on the preview pane. Let's take a look at what we got. The interface now looks like ChatGPT in canvas mode with a split screen. On the right is a chat box and on the left, there's a live preview for my website. And check this out. At the top of the chat are 3 little avatar icons labeled Kimmy, Turi, and Timmy. These are my AI teammates. Kimmy is the one chatting with me, the AI designer who understands what I want. Turi is like an AI manager who keeps track of everything, your content and history. And Timmy is the AI developer who actually executes the changes and builds stuff behind the scenes. It's a cute little trio and it genuinely feels like I have a mini web team at my beck and call. The site Wegic built for me looks really solid at first glance. There's a clean homepage with a header. We forge innovative design solutions for the modern era at the top. Below that, there's a nice hero section with a placeholder image banner and a headline that says elevating brands through creative design. Kimmy took some creative liberty giving me a tagline. It actually fits well. Next, I see an about me section with dummy text. I'll swap in my details soon, and a portfolio gallery section with a grid of sample images labeled Project 1, Project 2, etc. Then a contact section with a contact form area. Wegic basically delivered all the sections I asked for a 3-page site. It even chose a modern looking font and a cohesive color scheme, kind of a clean and gradient vibe that I'm not hating. I'm impressed. This is not a blank template with a lorem ipsum everywhere. It's a tailored first draft. The text is generic, which is good because I'll replace it, but the structure is exactly what I described. The portfolio images are obviously stock placeholders, but they're relevant, like design mockups, and all the navigation links, home, portfolio, about, contact, are already set to scroll to those sections. So in under a minute, I've got a functional multi-section site. If I were using a traditional builder, I I would still be picking which template to start from right now. Now let's polish a few things. Customizing content is super easy with Wegic. For example, the hero section text is generic right now. I wanted to say, "Hi, I'm Arthur, a freelance designer," to be more personal. I have two ways. I can either click on the text in the preview and just edit it in line, or I can literally tell Kimmy in the chat to update it. I'll do it via chat to stay in the flow. I type, change the main heading to, "Hi, I'm Arthur, a freelance designer." Kimmy responds instantly, "Sure, updating that for you." And within a second, the preview refreshes. My new heading is there. Nice. I didn't have to hunt through any settings panel. The AI just did it. I do a similar thing for the About section. Replace the dummy text with, "I'm an NYC-based designer with 10 years of experience," and done. It's almost surreal that I'm chatting my site into existence. How about images? I have a logo I prefer to use. There is an upload image button. Looks like a little picture icon in the toolbar. I click that and select my logo file from my computer. Once it's uploaded, I type to Kimmy, "Use the logo I uploaded as the header logo." In a flash, the generic banner is gone and my nice office photo is in place. Now it really feels like my website. So yes, you're not limited to AI-generated content. You can incorporate your own assets easily. If I had no images, Wegic can even generate images using AI on the fly, but that's optional. It's cool to have that, say, if you need a quick background graphic that fits your theme. With text and images looking good, it's time to tackle those special features I promised. AI form and AI payment. First, the contact form. Wegic already added a basic contact form section at the bottom when it generated the site because I mentioned needing a contact form. However, I want to upgrade this to Wegic's AI form, the fancy conversational form. The difference, a normal form just has static fields, but an AI form talks to your visitors like a real person, asking one question at a time to keep them engaged. This often means better, more complete responses and more conversions because it feels like a chat, not a chore. Essentially, it turns the boring old form into an interactive Q&A session, which is awesome for collecting leads. To add the AI form, all I need to do is ask Kimmy for it. I click the add section button. There's a little plus sign between sections. In the chat, I say, "Add an AI chat form for contact." A few seconds later, the contact section in my preview transforms. I now see what looks like a chat bubble or chat widget embedded in the contact area. That's the AI form. It greets me as a visitor with a message like, "That's a great place to begin. Let's start with your name. Could you share it with me?" If I type an answer, it will then ask the next question. Email, then "How can we help you?" etc. one at a time. This conversational flow is built in by Wegic's AI. I didn't have to script it. The AI form automatically prepared a set of sensible questions for me based on the form's goal. Name, email, project details, etc., which I can edit if I want. And if a user chooses an option from a list, the AI can even follow up asking why they chose it, digging for more insight like real conversation. It's seriously a smart way to collect info. My static contact form just got a personality upgrade. Now the payment feature. Since I offer a consultation service, I want clients to be able to pay me through the website. Normally, this is where you groan and install some e-commerce plugin or paste a PayPal button code and pray it works. But Wegic makes it simpler. I scroll to where I want a payment section. Maybe right below my portfolio, I'll add a book a consultation section. I click add section again. In chat, I tell Kimmy, add a section where clients can purchase a 1-hour design consultation for $99. Kimmy says the section for purchasing a 1-hour design consultation for $99 has been added successfully. Just like that, a new section appears. It has a nicely formatted card that says 1-hour design consultation $99 with a book consultation button. Wegic has effectively created a mini checkout section for me. In my case, I quickly connect my account, just a few clicks to link a payment account, no coding, API keys, or anything scary. Once that's connected, the Pay Now button on my site is live and functional. Essentially, Wegic baked in the whole e-commerce backend for me, product listing, price, and a secure checkout process in one step. I remember struggling to add a simple PayPal button to a site back in the day. Here it took maybe 30 seconds, and the AI did all the integration behind the scenes. Let's recap real quick what we have now. A complete website with custom content, a slick interactive contact form, and a built-in way for clients to pay me, all set up through natural language commands. Now for the moment of truth, publishing the site. In the Wegic editor, there's a big button up top that currently says unpublished, meaning the site is in draft. Then I quickly click publish, and we're live. Wegic deployed the site to its cloud hosting automatically, even gave me a temporary web address and a Wegic domain, so I can actually open a new browser tab and visit my new website online as any user would. By the way, if I want a custom domain, I can set that up in Wegic settings easily too. They let you connect a custom domain right from the dashboard, no external hosting needed, but I'll skip that for now and use the free Wegic URL for this demo. Now that the site's live, I'll do a quick test as a visitor to make sure everything works. First, the AI contact form. I type into it like I'm a potential client. Hello, my name is John Doe. The form, posing as a friendly chatbot, replies, "It's great to meet you. Could you kindly share your email address so we can stay in touch?" I provide an email, then it asks, "Great, what are you looking for help with?" I type a brief message about needing a logo design. It goes through each question smoothly and says, "Thanks, we'll be in touch." Perfect! On my end, Wegic will have this inquiry saved in my workspace, and I believe it can also send me an email notification. The AI form did its job, and it felt way more engaging than a static form. Next, the payment test. I click the book consultation $99 button for the consultation service. A secure checkout window pops up, hosted by whichever payment provider I linked. So yes, the payment integration works. My site actually take money. This is the moment where if this were real, I'd be like, I just made money on a website that didn't exist minutes ago. Mind blown. Alright, let's stop the stopwatch. Time check. From the moment I hit build your site to a fully published tested website with a working form and payment, it's been about 10 minutes and change. And keep in mind, I wasn't rushing blindly. I even did some custom edits and explanations along the way. Wegic's own tagline boasts sites in seconds, and honestly, I hadn't customized text and images. The initial site was up in under a minute, but even doing things properly, we're talking minutes, not days or weeks. I need to process this. As someone who's built websites the hard way for years, this feels almost like cheating in the best way. Remember when building a site meant hours of tweaking templates or wrangling with WordPress? I just built one by chatting with an AI, no code, no debugging, no hiring a developer or designer. The AI was my designer, my developer, and even my project manager reminded me to give details. Honestly, I don't know whether to feel excited or a little jealous that I didn't have this tool sooner. Let's put this into perspective with a quick comparison. Traditional way, you sign up for a website builder or set up WordPress, then agonize over which template is close enough to what you want. You spend a whole evening moving elements around, adjusting menus, installing plugins for contact forms, another plugin for payments, then you fight with API keys to connect payment gateway, test it, debug when something breaks, and so on. By the time you're done, you've sunk days into it, or spend dollars in freelancers, and you still might not be happy with the result. Now, the Wegic way. You describe what you want in a few sentences, and an AI team builds it for you in minutes. Need to change something? You just ask. Want to add a feature? Ask. It's like having a web developer on call 24/7 who never says that's out of scope or sends an invoice. The difference is night and day. To be frank, in the time I've been talking about it, we literally did it. I have a live site and I barely lifted a finger. One thing that really stands out is how integrated everything is. Wegic isn't just assembling a web page, it's handling the backend stuff seamlessly too. For example, when we added the payment section, Wegic automatically dealt with setting up the product and checkout behind the scenes. When we added the contact form, it gave us an AI-driven chat form that's far more likely to get responses. And if I want to update content next week, I just hop back into the chat and say what I want to change. No need to dig through control panels. This AI manager aspect means the site is never really finished in the static sense. It can evolve as I chat with it. That's a totally different mindset from the set and forget website builders of old. Speaking of evolving websites, let's talk about Wegic Ultra. This is like Wegic's big brother. Wegic Ultra is a premium offering for those who want the AI to not only build the site, but also continuously optimize it using real user data. With Ultra, the AI will actually monitor how visitors use your site and then make adjustments over time to improve performance. It keeps optimizing your site for growth based on real user data. What does that mean in practice? Let's say you have an online store and people are dropping off on the product page. Wegic Ultra might detect that pattern and, for example, automatically tweak the page layout or the call to action wording to see if conversions improve. It's continuously A/B testing and iterating for you. Or imagine your blogs getting traffic from Spain unexpectedly. Ultra could suggest or even add a Spanish version of your site. The idea is your site learns and improves by itself, turning visitor behavior data into real actionable changes. Essentially, Wegic Ultra fulfills the manager role of that AI team to the max. It doesn't just wait for you to give instructions, it proactively manages your site post-launch. It's like a hybrid of AI power and human support to guarantee you get a top-notch site continuously improving. Ultra isn't something everyone will need for a small portfolio site, but for a business that wants to squeeze every drop of performance out of their website without hiring a whole team, it's a very compelling option. I mean, having your site update itself based on analytics. Welcome to the future. These days, you can boost sales, get more clients, cut your workload, and escape the 9-to-5 with AI. Our team created 3 universal tracks that work for you. Bring your experience, we handle the rest. Hit the link below for the full free lesson. I was a bit dry and sarcastic earlier about website builder fatigue, but it's a real issue. Lots of folks put off making needed site updates or even launching the site at all because the process is such a slog. Wegic is a breath of fresh air for that. It's straightforward, it's fast, and it doesn't drown you in jargon or options overload. You saw it. I basically described what I wanted, and in minutes I got it, with polish and functionality that would normally require multiple tools or experts. And if I change my mind or my business evolves, I can just hop back into chat and iterate. Here's my suggestion. Go try Wegic yourself. Seriously, open it up on your desktop, start a chat with your new AI web team. It's free to start chatting and launch your own site. Whether you need a portfolio, a business site, a blog, whatever, give it a go and see what your AI team comes up with. I've put a link to Wegic in the description where you can just Google them. Trust me, watching AI build your website in real time is one of those wow moments you have to experience. The future of web design might not be us clicking around in Wix anymore. It might just be talking to an AI and saying make it so. And honestly, I'm here for it. So check out Wegic and let me know in the comments what you think of the whole AI built website concept. Is it something you use? Did it save you time and sanity? I am curious about your experience. And as always, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.